Всем привет! Добро пожаловать в игру Genshin 5.5. Я хочу задание Турнир цветущей славы. Поехали. Подожди. Я хотел магнит. Я купил. Видно? Во. Давай открывай. Давай посмотришь, что там. Видно? Я получил. На! Я получил. Классно. Мне нравится. Я вот сюда поставлю, чтобы видно. Все, поехали. Задание. Где? Ага. Где? Okay.
Steer clear of other people.
Huh? Why are all these people gathered around? Did something happen?
Что ты там делаешь? Качина, я вижу.
Let's go take a look.
Давай, посмотрим.
How's it looking, Doc? Is there any hope for him?
Chill, bro. I'm thinking. This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
That's right. We'd never normally send such a young Tepetlosaur into battle, but we couldn't stop him. Developed a real knack for sneaking past us and running off to the front line to fight the Abyss. He's a smart one, that's for sure. Might not be the strongest, but he ran rings around those abyssal monsters. We even awarded him a Warrior's Medal after the war ended. But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago. He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Poor little guy. Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
Hey, Kachina, what's going on here?
Traveler, Paimon! Long time no see! So basically, there's this young Tepetlosaur in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but he's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Eva's taking a look at him. Nyan, who he grew up with, is here too. We're all really worried about him.
When my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was Milray who helped bring her back.
To think that he made it through the war, but now that peace has finally come.
Steady there, bro. We'll find a way.
Опять? Это который... Блин, как зовут? Я не помню.
You're that cuckoo
Я видел.
from the vet clinic. What are you on about?
Ты умеешь говорить?
So this Aoife you just mentioned is actually...
Hey, yo, everyone! Please chill. I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile Saurian, he showed remarkable courage in the war, but he's too young to be using that much phlogiston. As a result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's gone untreated for so long that his condition is now very serious.
You mean he originally got sick during the war, but the symptoms only just started to show up now?
That's right. He may have just been acting tough this whole time. Didn't want his friends stressing out over him.
Это она девочка.
Aoife, there must be something you can do, right? Please help him.
Something this rare?
Лечить надо.
I don't have anything on hand that can treat it. Good news is that I read about a similar case back when I was still studying. The scroll mentioned 2 essential ingredients. First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they can grow practically anywhere, they're exceedingly rare. Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there wasn't much else to go on beyond that.
Sacred flame? Like the one burning in the stadium?
When Mualani and I took part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame, we collected loads of contending sparks during the team stage. Apparently, they're sparks from the Sacred Flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you carry them. Do you think these crystals might be something similar?
Какие кристаллы.
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of Sacred Flame.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in that land for ages now, but we've never come across anything like that.
So it would seem, as it happens.
Huh? For real, Uncle Bacall?
It's a coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natland knew how to make a special kind of sacred flame crystal way back when. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but the other chiefs might know something. I'll go ask them. Thank you, Aoife. Your diagnosis was a huge help.
Sure thing, dude. I'll stick around until we've got some results.
Great. In that case, let's go our separate ways for now. Milray needs some proper rest, and he's not. I'll let you all know as soon as there's any news.
Это плохо.
What up, my dudes?
Привет.
Hey, come on, chill. The name's Aoife, a vet from the
Ты
Flower
такой,
Feather Clan.
танцевать,
This here's my
шляпа.
assistant, Kakuku. Dude's
Понял,
all
прикол.
about copying what others say.
Вот так.
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah? Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends. The total package. Brave, wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
Он доктор.
You're making Paimon.
Truth is, I spent the war treating wounded Saurians. Never. Yo, thanks, bro.
There was always a long line outside Aoife's clinic back then. Even Kakuku was so busy, he was running around like a headless chicken.
Seriously? Seriously?
Во, помнишь? Ладно,
True
на
that.
каре.
More wounded were piling up by the day. Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years. There's some fresh talent rolling in recently. I'm hoping they could step up quick. But vet med's no joke. There's a ton of challenges to overcome before you could be a qualified vet. No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milray's. So rare it doesn't even have a name. If my old man hadn't forced me to read all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid, I'd probably only be—
Oh, so you're...
Yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My family's been vets for generations now. Nope, back when I was a kid, my dad said something about our skills being—
Guilt? Sounds pretty...
Who knows? After he passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that doesn't happen this time. I don't recall ever seeing a record of any patient with his malady who was successfully cured. Heck.
Вот эта птичка, я чувствую, знакомая.
Oh?
Oh.
Looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
Оу. Оу. Что случилось? Так, топ. Птичка, я чувствую, знакомая. Помнишь, ребят? Это вот это. Вот тут. Вот тут. Помнишь? Да. Это. Мою... как зовут? Я не помню. Сейчас. Я скажу. Как зовут? О. Мауика. Разговаривал не мог птичка. А птичка просто... Чип-чип-чип. Чип-чип-чип. Чип-чип-чип-чип. Нормально. А чё наоборот? Птичка разговаривает может. Нормально. Ненормально, короче.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io. This is so sudden.
Well, as the saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide. It's not uncommon for people and Saurians to just collapse overnight.
Given that he first fell sick during the war, he's done well to make it this far.
Hey, little guy. Are you okay? Does it hurt?
For one so young to risk life and limb on the field of battle.
Молодым
This too
умирает.
is a responsibility we adults must bear.
Мыхло.
Whoa. All 6 tribal chiefs in one place? Not something you see every day.
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep us all swamped. These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine, so don't look too surprised.
Group dinners? More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my place. So shameless.
Well, your cooking is too good to resist. You've seen how hopeless the rest of us are in that regard. Anyway, let's get down to business.
Aoife, we've been informed about the situation. Once again, it's a good thing you were here to help out. Milray and the other Tepetlosaurs have helped transport goods for the Flower Feather clan in the past. We won't just stand by and watch while he suffers.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but I don't know anything about this sacred flame crystal.
I haven't heard of it either. Can the sacred flame even take other forms?
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references to it in woven scrolls. In ancient Natlan, besides the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, there is said to have been another way to produce sacred flame, known as the Bloom Flower Trials. It was a combat exercise, held jointly by the 6 tribes, that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
Sacred flame crystals!
For real? How have I never heard of that?
Simple. The Bloom Flower Trials haven't been held for centuries. Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. But it was so long ago that I don't know the specifics. The more reasonable explanation is this. That people
Wow.
once believed these
Ты чё
secret
залазишь?
flame crystals to be
Пиквинно?
vessels of extraordinary power.
Это
And that
пиквинно.
warriors could use them to enhance
Чё
their
они
own
делают?
strength.
О,
In reality,
пиквинно.
they turned out to be far less miraculous than hoped for. In some rare, very specific circumstances, they proved irreplaceable. But they were not so different from the regular sacred flame in essence. The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the Bloom Flower...
I get it. So to save Milray, we have to revive the Bloomflower trials and get all 6 tribes to take part.
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle. All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. Since the war ended, the pilgrimage has become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
We should never drop our guard completely, even in times of peace. But like...
I'm with you on that. Nothing get...
No objections on my part.
I'll go discuss this with the others. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that Molani will...
And I guess your vote was a foregone
Nice!
Thanks, everyone. It really means a lot.
Let's head back to our tribes and see how many people are willing to...
Agreed. Rules will be crucial too. A competition without rules is just mindless violence.
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the speaker's chamber
Ты такой
later.
большой.
After all, we'll still need
Пиром.
Pyro Archon's final approval.
Oh yeah, and we'll...
I've got that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
Как и музыка. О,
You mean these saurians? You're right. There's all sorts. Seems like he's quite the popular little fella. Huh.
Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Давай, иди, попроси ему.
Must be nice having a saurian companion who can talk.
Well, if that's everything.
All right. See you later. Aoife, let's head back. And bring these saurians along too. We've got to teach them how to identify ocean zephyrs.
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon.
А что такое гитара красная? Видишь, ребят?
Whoa!
Такая,
They sure are quick on their
как
feet.
молоток.
Guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away. But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you'll handle them straight away.
Возле птичка.
Oh, wow. Go away, bro.
Even Kakuku's done with this
Wow.
conversation.
Птичка
I'll
так
go spread
говорят
the word.
всегда. Ага,
you
не
gonna sign
труши. Нет, нет.
Of course.
In that case, let's head over together.
Ну и да, это надо лечить.
So far, so good.
Ah.
At this rate, Milray will be better in no time. Aw, you're awake. Wanna try getting a bit more sleep?
О,
You think so? Is
Choo-
he feeling hungry then?
проколотить.
Hey, Kakuku, can you help us translate? Oh, long gone. Oh no, he does seem pretty anxious. What are you trying to say, little guy?
У него все белые. Это значит больные. Вот так. Да, больные, белые. Да, я вижу. Ну ладно. Поговори. Ну, я не мог поговорить. Заворачивайся. Заворачивай. Не? Подожди. Я помню. Не, ну ладно. Все нормально. Кристаллы свежего пламя. Это который магия. Не? Который магия. Что-нибудь круглое. И даю лечить. Я не знаю. Очень опасно. Не знаю, что это. Это очень опасно. Ну ладно. Я вижу написано очень опасно. Да. Я откуда знаю? сердце люди превратит. Ну, я не знаю. Мы подружили, что это Кузураво, мы сражали монстрами. Он рассказал нам, кто сражался монстрами. Большой или маленький? Ага. Ага. А, нет, это Тасыва. Ау. Потерял сознание. Кукузапр узнал об этом. Ну вот так. Игрался осторожно. Вот тут, наверное, кто-то приходил отсюда. Вот так. Получается, да? Кто-то приходил вот это на море. Как? Очень странно. Очень странно. Так. Угу.
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding...
Far more than we anticipated.
Our warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. Accidents are more likely in tangled melees, so with...
Well, you've clearly thought this through with care.
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the trials be held? I'll stop by later.
The main venue...
All right, I'm all out of questions. Keep at it, everyone, and thanks for your hard work.
In that case, we'll be off. It's time we started organizing crews to set up the venues.
Traveler, Paimon. Good luck.
Удачи тебе, Аката.
Huh? Good luck with what exactly?
Сражаться,
It's been a
наверное.
while, you two. Are you here about the Bloomflower trials too?
Yep, we sure are. Sounds like everything.
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia. I first heard about it from my...
Guess that means they were last held at least... What? Whoa. When you put it like that...
True, but I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull
Не,
it
вот
off,
это.
rest assured.
Кретаны, свяжи, пламенные, опасны. Так.
What makes you ask?
И говорят, что сердце.
I've never heard such a rumor before. And rationally speaking, it just
Да.
doesn't even seem possible.
Все,
The
поехали.
rules governing the Oda Resurrection have protected Natland for many long
Толки
years.
коты.
And these rules are that, in essence, sacred flame crystals are just another form of the sacred flame.
Согласна.
So please, be at ease. And besides, even if they did harbor some kind of evil power, our main priority right now is to hold the Bloomflower trials so we can collect enough sacred flame crystals to heal that
It's so reassuring.
For example, It just came to my attention that you've got some people.
Huh? Who could they be?
You'll find out soon enough. Go on now. Don't.
Может быть, кто-то идет. Кто там? Кто там?
Finally, you're here.
О, привет!
That
Малани,
traveler
Айла,
So
сам.
basically, hold up. What happened to first come first served? What I'm saying is, I get to go first. What's going on? Why is it?
О, вот это надоело. Вот это. А, ну ладно.
So,
Вот это. Вот это
so you know
надоело.
about the
Вот это.
bloom flower
Как?
trials, right? I mean,
Птичка
we're
точно.
wondering, have you decided which tribe you'll
Я
join?
понял.
We're allowed to take part too?
Given that the trials haven't been held in so
А,
long, we're
Кинич.
creating a new set of rules for them, separate from the ones for the pilgrimage.
All of the chiefs have agreed, but whether or not
As the hero who saved Natlan, your participation would be a huge morale boost for whoever you choose to join. In other
Oh, so that's what's going on. Nope. And that's all for the chit chat. I hope you. How do you like the sound of luxury hot spring vouchers? I'll even throw in a selection of fine gifts from the shop. Luxury hot springs? Sounds like pine.
If you join the Scions of the Canopy, we'll hold a great barbecue in your honor. The finest quality meat.
And if you join right away, you'll even stand a chance of being taken on as a sidekick of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula.
Yeah, no one wants that.
Спасибо. So much. Спасибо. Спасибо, Кинич.
Join up with the collective of plenty.
all I've got to offer.
Ooh, could Paimon get some sam?
fancy some flying lessons? Or you
Well, flying's kind of what oh, Paimon love, not just 'cause the freebie. You know what? Paimon's decided to leave this. Paimon's.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. There'd be 3 tribes on one side versus 3 on the other for those.
Huh. And
What? Really? Huh. Then. Don't worry, my offer still stands. Enjoying ourselves is the #1 priority.
So it's settled then? For the first half of the exhibition match, you'll fight alongside us Scions of the...
Feels just like the old days when we used to fight side by side. We're gonna be on.
All right, it's nearly
Я хочу вот это. О, а это. О, вроде. Это задание? Подожди, топ. Ну да. Задание, ну да. Все, я понял. Я вот это хочу. Да, герой. Да. Я хочу герой получать. 4 феточки, ничего. Ой, как правило задание. Так, Ага. Угу. Это, наверное, тренировка, да? Ну да. Угу. А, это просто тренировка, я понял. Ну, это потом. Ну да. Видишь? Проходить надо. Потом. Так, короче, задание. Вот это. Ну. Подожди. А, у меня мир закрыто. А, ну да. Не может быть. Вот этот вот аппарат не работает. Да? Вот это не работает. Ну да. О. Сейчас платит.
Hurry up, Brassa! Hi! Look out below! Volcano kaplam!
Че такое? А. Такая. Синий.
Alright,
Телепорт.
so this is our base.
Ну давай.
Mess up our match, and I'll
Okay.
lock you up till it's all over.
А, хап. Уйди.
You killjoy.
We're a
We know each other pretty well. There are a lot of cliffs nearby, so our vision will be obscured. They could ambush us from the high ground too.
А, не вот это?
In that case, let's follow the. See that flag over there?
Угу.
That's the collective of Plenty's base, right? We'll approach swiftly on the water, sweep in and capture the base. Then
I like the way you think.
Что?
I trust your judgment too, Lualani.
all right then. I'll take point. Everyone.
Давай. А, у меня есть герой. А, ну ладно. У меня есть такая герой. Уже было.
Here by the water route, just as expected.
Припил.
Classic people. They saw through our plan?
No choice but to face them head on.
I'm ready.
All right then. Time for a real showdown.
Ау. Yeah. Не похож. Куда? Кино. Дала.
Not a bad training session. Let's call it a day.
We won.
Я победил.
At this rate, we'll
Спасибо,
be
помощь.
invincible.
Don't count your Yunkasaurs yet. Let's head over to the next spot.
Угу.
See
Да я
that?
вижу.
Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Night Wind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked off by crystal clusters. Looks like they don't want us getting up there so easy.
You're finally here, Gramps. If I'm back home too late...
Don't worry, we'll make this quick for.
Is that all you have?
Take a look behind the veil! Take a look behind
Chances are looking slim.
It's not in vain.
Perhaps this time I got...
Очень
All
странно.
right, we've taken the Masters of the Night Wind's base too.
Это что за битва?
Up there in the mountain, the flag of the Flower Feather Clan.
Well, how? Looks like they're already on high alert.
Yeah. Not only do they have the high ground, but they're...
Looks like I showed up right on cue.
Yay, you're here too, Shilonen.
Let's save the small talk.
Now the backups are...
I'll lead a frontal assault. The rest of you find another route.
А зачем победить? Я не понимаю. Оу. Оу, самостоятельно? А летать нету? А. Ну да. Ну. А как? А, я вижу. Как?
Hold up. That's where Shalonen's headed. Let's find another way.
Да. Подожди. Я вижу. А как сделать теперь? Пойдем. Тоже вокруг.
Hold up. That's where Shalonen's headed. Let's find another way.
Нанеси удар. Я не понимаю. Ладно. Как это как? Я вижу.
Okay, let's stop around here. We can use grappling hooks to climb up to the top.
Ага. Я вижу. Что, свина? Да. Ага, попался.
Well, would you look at that? You managed to find a gap in the defenses somehow.
Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха.
This is just the beginning. So stay on your feet. If you can.
We're not gonna lose.
Well
Правильно.
said. Let's do this.
Let's have our. Watch out, or you'll get singed. I got it. Cool it down.
Still got plenty of bullets left with your names on them.
Right here. Cool it down a notch.
Alright, how about we call it a day?
Я победил.
Does that mean we've
Да.
told you we'd be unstoppable?
Well, that was pretty exhilarating, even as battles go.
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off Cuckoosaur right. That was well played.
Yeah, the going would have been way tougher if we had fought our way up.
How about the sacred flame crystals? Did anyone manage to get their hands on some?
I found a few shards, but they were only about as big as grain fruit chips. I gave them to the marshals from the Masters of the Nightwind on
Она
our way back.
пришла. Да.
Yes, and they gave them to me.
Granny C. Lolly, are you here to take part in the Bloomflower trials too?
I devised the techniques for the main matches. Those marshals handed the sacred flame crystals over as soon as they saw me. I did a quick tally.
А
At
кот
this rate,
она
we
взяла.
should have enough by the event's end.
That's awesome!
Да, очень странный кристалл. Это же кристалл. Пламя. А?
Well, since everything's gone so smoothly, why don't we hit the hot springs tonight?
Даже кристалл.
Oh, I am all for it. There's nothing like letting our hair down after a hard day's work. Ooh, and good food and drink wouldn't go down badly either.
How about we head over there together? You can all hitch a ride on Turbo Twirly.
Ugh, sorry, but I need to head back.
I need to help at the shop.
I might be a bit late.
Great! Paimon can't wait!
Huh? In that case, I guess I'll be off too.
Давай, пока вечером. Подожди. У него есть кристалл спящего пламя. Тебе нужно попрощаться личному. А я не понимаю.
Hurry up, guys! You're the last ones left. Come on, I'll take you to get changed. You remember where the changing rooms are, right?
Кому
I'm pretty sure I
переодеваться?
showed you last time. Time sure flies. Oh, sorry. Let's save the reminiscing for later. Let's go!
Одевался? Не?
Woohoo! Let's get this party started!
Я все. А что она делает? А, не хочет купаться. А, вообще не хочет. О.
This is the life. Hear this, hot spring. I hereby bestow upon you the name of the almighty Dragon Lord. All the fatigue just floats away. If only we could do this every day.
Я тебя смотрю камеру.
Join us, Shilonen?
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here is more my kind of spot.
And last but not least, surf, turf, and perch.
That smells amazing. Oh, hold your horses. There's a time for fun and games, and it's now when there's delicious food already on the table. Oh, wait for Paimon! Take that, Kanich! Bow before my greatness!
А, я вижу, она спит. Это, Шипоня, чё? Кинич. Я вижу, ну да.
Hey, watch it, how? You're splashing water everywhere.
Да, она спит.
This is so tasty! Traveler, you gotta try it!
Пайма вообще какая странная форма.
Kachina, Tavat to Kachina. I made Sora's crackers. Come have some. Okay, I'll be right there.
Kanich, you shirtless! Unhand me! Let me go!
Да, я вижу.
Whew, thanks for sticking around to help me clean up.
No problem at all. We had a blast.
Parties are always extra lively when you guys are here. It was so much fun. You know, by the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina's mind during dinner. Oh, it's strange. She usually comes to me for advice when something's bothering. Maybe this something.
Of course. Well, if there was something we could do to help, there's no.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. Anyway, I'll be heading off now.
Bye for now. See you soon.
Следующий. Хорошо. Следующий. Где? Через 2 дня. Хорошо, шая часы. Такая, часы. Жди меня. Все. Так. Ну да. Надо лечить туда. Потому что... Вот это прикольно. А кто-то еще друг, я вижу.
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Milray and Nyan.
Io.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Huh? What makes you ask?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the...
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean... It's despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars. So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, still, I achieved my dream. But then the Bloomflower trial, and that got me thinking, am I the only one who's still...
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? Oh, I see.
If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not when Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, but if someone told her...
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Granny Lolly! Hello!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Milray's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said. We'll need to gather all the sacred flame crystals before we can help him.
I imagine. By the
Во,
way,
пришла. Ну,
you haven't run into when we discussed the
Ну.
sacred flame crystals after
Да.
the exhibition match
ну
ended.
попробуй.
Every-
Я не знаю. Цветущее пламя.
A baseless rumor.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about...
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it?
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
Да, можно помочь.
I don't see why not.
Ага. Ага. А, ну вот. А, понесу? Не? Прикольно.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many?
Ну да, много.
Come on. Less whining, more reading.
Ой, не надо читать книга.
in no time.
Не надо читать книга. Не надо. Уйди, книга. Не надо читать книга. Там ничего нету вообще. Просто поговори кому-нибудь, что это кристалл. Угу.
Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange? There will always be tensions. But usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. Also, given that our Archons live far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few—
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see.
А ну-ка, покажи. Где? Ну покажи что-то.
A curious coincidence.
Ты на меня
indeed.
смотришь?
It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to say—
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milray's?
The scroll doesn't say. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to two. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been—
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Looks like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the flower feather...
And what's our next move?
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant, Kakuku, must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians. Alright then. Let's split up and meet back.
No. Опять. Ну да, 3 раза получается.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Перо. Птичка? Не? Ареса. А. Все нормально. Это я Вареса. Это не настоящий Вареса. Я пошутил. Так. Не вижу. А, вот точка А. Так, мой камеру. Видишь, она экраном вообще. Пойдет.
Shh. So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. Lonnie, can you...
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, Just but as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry.
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive cuckoo.
Rare and elusive? In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery, what does the cuckoosaur look like? Nothing more specific than that? Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kanich will tell you,
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Don't mention it. Anyway,
Hurry up, Grassa!
Конкурсатор. Вот это, наверное. Это малыш делал?
Get back on track.
anything on your end, Kanich? Me neither. Cucusaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either.
Не, значит не нашел. А путешественник нашел.
Sorry,
А я
Traveler and
нашел.
Paimon.
Всё.
We couldn't find that Cucusaur you're after.
Нашел.
Are you in a hurry to find him? if you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow. Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, alright. I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Aurora...
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
You never know. Might as well ask.
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help! Kachina, Sitlali, what's up?
We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems...
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur? In that case, I'd suggest we set. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this. But not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigate...
Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife, what brings you here?
Kinich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur. Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days. No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kind of freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette. So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying.
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely,
Подожди,
I figured out that he'd
это...
been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice.
Подожди. Кукурузавар. Он умер. Это просто признак. Как Рисар капитан. Как в прошлый раз, помнишь? Вот. То же самое.
Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome.
Wait a second.
Yep. Dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay, I've got this. What the? How is that even? Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just,
Да. Как?
Wait, surely that's not...
Да. Это признак. Да. Как работы на улицах эти? Не...
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
Да,
there
как?
are many possible reasons, but...
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want, can't...
He ran off.
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him.
Птичка уронила вода, наверное. Вадим уронил птичка. О, откуда я? А почему другое место?
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Ага. Где?
Why have you brought us here?
So, Is there something buried here, or what? You want us to dig it up?
Откопали? Копать? А что-то в земле. Ой.
These are...
Реально.
Woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, and heavily time-worn as a result. Still, they're just about legible. They seem to document the very last Bloomflower trials that took place
Много
centuries
лет
ago.
назад. Много веков
Why would these be
назад.
here? Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
Oh.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold Bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing else matters.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause, that's the way Natlan was always meant to be.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Himara! How could you stoop so low, ambushing us on the field like that?
Ambushing? You've no one but yourself to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flower Feather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a sick Saurian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think they're so clever. So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too, huh? Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along. Ugh, that Nampol. Can't believe I trusted him.
The children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's go!
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down. I'll explain everything.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask. Are the rumors true?
Rumors? What rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs. And that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone. How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded tactics?
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't miss a chance to strengthen our tribe.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some. I'm going to search for Antu.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any need. He's your companion, yes, but the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Это ненормально.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to come. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Nampol! Where are you going?
Antu!
Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. I'll think of another way. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings.
Ненормально. Тоже припасли мир
Until
животных.
finally, Antu's time came. In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized it wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. Remorse filled his gaze. I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal, flaunting it before quickly putting it away.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? I don't buy it. What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster up every last ounce of his dwindling strength in trying to destroy it. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies, he concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Antu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
Medicine born of guilt.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Kukusaur spirit was once his Saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else, he senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, the bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed.
Hey, where where's that little cuckoo gone?
Look, over there. Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries, unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my answer. I gotta think this through. What should I do? What can I even do?
На, думай, придумай, что-нибудь лечит, чтобы станет доктора. Не знаю, что делать. Видишь, бедная малыша.
Gotta steer clear of other people.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor, Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even.
think it's probably better if he doesn't I know that running from your problems isn't
That's right. The people responsible.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but in short, young Saurians are just like children. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happened, but to help...
His wishes?
For example,
Желание. Это
you
значит,
decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause endless arguments among good friends. But now, after hundreds of years, we finally found a way to beat them. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them? So...
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie?
Actually, I didn't really understand either.
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
Oh, I get it now.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the... As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
Ну да. Теперь последний вообще. А куда? А, через 2 дня. Все.
So sleepy.
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some gathering to discuss something important. I was so curious I couldn't stop tossing and turning the whole night. Also, how come it's so quiet today? You didn't lock a How up, did you?
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?"
Good thing you didn't tell him about our gathering. We could do without his gate crash. Not late, am I?
Nope, you're right on time. So, Aoife, now that everyone's here, shall we begin?
Actually, today we have a big favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins...
Bloodshed between the tribes. That seems almost unthinkable today. Even working together on something was impossible.
There have always been disputes, but once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes.
And that little Kukusaur Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power that lay at the root of these intertribal conflicts, and that led to all the later misunderstandings. At this point, it would be nigh impossible to explain the truth to him.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that he'll see that no one has been corrupted and that all is as it should be. At that point, he would realize the truth of what—
Exactly. When the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame crystals. That's when I want everyone to act like the crystals have messed with us and start arguing.
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun! Then what?
Then, we'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse... Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done something off.
Yeah, I get where you're going with this. The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you failed to do before. We'll recreate that scene from his past, only this time, he'll get the chance to rewrite the future. So, how exactly are we going to do this? Is there anything we can
Oh,
look to?
я вижу.
Once, when I was reading a foreign book,
I
I came
know.
across something called an interactive play designed specifically for kids. The story usually features then the children all raise their hands, lending their power to the hero and helping them defeat the villain. For the adults watching, it's just a performance, but the children will walk away feeling happy for days to come. At that age, happiness doesn't come from material rewards, but from a heart that believes.
Oh, true. When I helped out at my parents' shop, then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius."
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Antu feel the same way. Besides, Milray already heard the rumors about the sacred, but we can't pull off a show like that with just us.
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grabs.
You have my board. We get some pretty rude customers in our shop. And
You have my... cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special...
And my flames.
Oh, you're joining too, Archon?
It really resonated with me when Lali mentioned a clash between heroes and villains. And unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you in the real world. And we've overcome powerful...
Well, if Mika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the part where we pretend to argue.
Let's see. We've got our actors and the stage is set. Now...
Why are you all looking at me?
Consider it our vote of confidence, Kanich.
Fine. Then you have my grappling hook.
So, that's everyone then.
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but I already promised to help transport the wounded.
As for me...
And I'm just really bad at acting.
I'll stay and help the Saurians search for Ocean Zephyrs. As our Archon herself often says, we all have our own part to play.
That's right.
Great! Let's make the second half an even more exciting fight. I've even come up with a secret strategy that's sure to catch you all off guard.
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more. Are you all confident that we can do this?
Yeah!
Yes. Мы получили. А, уже выполнил? Не? Очень странно.
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Ugh, why do they keep picking battlefields covered in milk?
If you're worried about getting tired, launching a surprise...
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys can just charge in and...
These two aren't even...
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like. Besides...
But the area nearby is full of rocks. Looks like they're...
That's nothing. Let's just charge straight through. Come on. Time for a...
Давай героя посмотрим. Вот это. Да, я попробую.
Stronger.
Медленно.
Oh, you actually managed to smash all the rocks!
Woo! That loosened me up.
Не. Не.
Control breathing.
О.
I'll stop you in your tracks.
Show me your courage!
Don't worry, everyone. We can do it. We've got to fall back for now.
No.
Excellent. We've secured the Children of Echo's base. Time to head up them all tuckered out. Let me give you Granny to the rest.
Granny's not here to check if I've been...
Бабушка села. О, да, 5 человек. О, вау.
Show
Не?
Keep pushing.
А. Окей. Так. Ну?
Carefully, carefully.
Я знаю, как делать.
Faster, stronger. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Find a way to hold them off.
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
Quick as a flash. Fulfill our pact. Rain of bullets. You two. Time to end them. Full speed ahead.
Патушки Китая. Я понял. Патушки Китая.
Nice, another one.
А, теперь надо.
Something's wrong. There are far fewer people.
Что-то летаю.
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured. And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
Huh. That girl has some moves. I'll give her that.
Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their...
Don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door. You just focus on moving forward.
You're a life...
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
Оу. Улетела. А, только сам, не?
Controlled breathing.
Ну да.
How is this not
Let's
over
hope you'll
yet?
put up a good
How
fight.
many people do they have in reserve?
Splitting their forces into smaller squads to slow our advance and undermine our morale. Very clever.
Full speed ahead.
Over.
Looks like the scions of the canopy space is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever
А
you
как
do while you're
сюда?
flying over, don't look down.
А, я не понимаю. Как? А, вот я вижу его. Ну ладно. Нет, неправильно. Ну ладно.
Let's burn this breeze.
Блин. Я не понимаю, почему... окон закончил, ну да.
Faster, stronger.
Perfect.
All right.
I knew that wouldn't.
Ну давай.
You asked finish this fast.
Here comes another.
Let's fly. Open fire.
This isn't over yet.
Oh my, you asked. Locked on. Fire in the hole. Open fire.
The fight is done. Sound the retreat.
Ну, пистолет
The fruits of
прикольно.
victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself.
Wow, that explains why you were...
Это просто война.
Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like some sort?
Anyway. Good.
You youngster. Once this is all over, I think
Thanks, Granny. Without your support.
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she shows up at my place asking for a favor, I'm giving her a proper...
Shows that everyone really was giving anyway.
We have indeed. Let's get... Next up, time for our little play. Aoife, this should be an...
Yeah, plenty. Maybe...
Oh, that's great. Next up, the main event. When do we start?
Just a sec. Before we roll the cameras, let's break it all down. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing. That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the spell of unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist.
Relax. I played it all.
Great. Then let's do this.
Уже начнем. Окей?
Oh, finally, we've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
It's just like Aoife said. He looks very reluctant to go through with this.
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes, we'll be all right. Let's proceed.
Hey, Mualani. That's weird. I feel a bit dizzy.
Special effects team, get in position.
On the case.
Now, time to get squabbling. As agreed, we'll start with Mualani.
You've got this, Mualani. Leave it to me.
Now, listen up, Kachina. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why, I'm positively furious.
What did I do again?
That is a good question. Let me think about that.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into old talents when I'm drawing blanks here?
Да, они думают, вопросы.
If this goes on
Что
much longer,
происходит?
even the little Saurians will realize something's off. Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just start by setting the atmosphere for one.
Don't panic. I'm thinking. Oh, I know. How about this?
Kachina! You stand accused of the heinous crime of eating my very last Saurus cracker!
Huh?
When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last Saurus cracker! How could you have done such an abominable thing? I was saving that for the end!
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more than I did!
No. You just don't get it! The ones we ate in the middle don't matter. The last one's always the tastiest!
Good. He's starting to buy it. Time to turn up the heat.
Mualani! Isn't it about time you paid up for wrecking my door?
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we had dinner together!
And when might that have been?
The last time we had dinner, like I said! We were over at the People of the Springs, and you'd had just a teensy bit too much to drink. You took my hand and said it was all water under the bridge.
Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten? Oh, this isn't part of your act, is it? And to think I tried so hard.
Is this what sacred flame crystals can do? It's like you've all become completely different people. Surely our only hope now is for me to...
Can it, Mawika? Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your nonsense? Without so much as a heads up, you just dumped some pile of design schematics in my workshop that you'd gotten from who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you call it. Then you drive it into the wilderness every single day, and then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation. Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
So sleepy. Why didn't you wake me up this morning, Kanich?
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spots.
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept encouraging me to drink more that evening. Trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny, have you?
Well, well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throats? Oh, what a golden opportunity this could be!
Will you?
Listen up, everyone! Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's settle this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, hereby appoint myself your referee!
Whoa. Oh no.
Kanich! Who's got it in for Kanich? Huh? Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh, perfect timing.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in it. And you ate all those crackers I baked. I spent the whole night preparing them.
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa, time out, time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
Ты виноват, не кричи. Значит, не работает, не получается.
How could this be? The argument's spiraling out of control. I can no longer cleanse the evil power within the sacred flame crystals myself. If this goes on much longer, continues for much longer. Oh, how does it go again? Let me see. Oh, yeah. If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be in grave danger. We're so close. If only a brave hero would step forward. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
That's us. You ready, Antu? Antu?
There's no need to say that. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
Fine by me. Let's settle our old scores today. Once and for all. What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers at us? How many times have you wronged us over the years?
Bunch of liars and cowards, banding together like the vermin you are. It's sickening.
Huh! Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules. If something's worth having, you've got to take it by force.
Руки ломал.
Onto!
You're up, bro. This ends now. We're here to save the day.
Evil power that corrupts the human heart? There's no place for you in Natlan anymore. We will stand united and face the years ahead together. Fly, my dude, fly! Cast the spell of unity, just like I taught you.
Now, Auroran.
Got it.
뭐다?
The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break, and we will, from this day forth, may worldly strife be no more.
What in the... Look! The evil power is fading!
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet cheese. That's not even up for debate.
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic. The first and best choice in Natlan for centuries.
Psh, cheese! That's just for kids. I'd never go near it.
Well, I guess you're not completely wrong.
Also great with a glass of wine. Let's have another get-together sometime. Don't worry, I won't bring up the door incident.
Ah, you're amazing, Granny.
And some blaze meats too, and
Sure. In that case, I'll go.
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny.
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? Your attitudes towards each other are changing.
Huh. Wow, that's weird. What was I can't remember for the life of me. Can you, Mawika?
Something about wishing I'd drop by your workshop more often, and how great life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top.
Wait.
Just kidding. I'll try.
How into that have you... Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some kind of spell! Quick,
How? I owe you an apology, too.
Huh?
It seems the evil power is completely gone.
Great job, Onto. Now don't leave him hanging. Go tell him the good news. Thank you so much.
See, told you it would all...
You were this...
Here.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed to, criticize Kachina to her face like that?
Well, Lonnie. Actually, it was the same for me.
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring. I'm going back to bed.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Now, all that's left are the ocean zephyrs, right? I heard on the way over that we'd already found some, so it shouldn't take long.
Everyone, over here!
О, пришли.
And we've gathered enough ocean zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, so we came together. Here, I think this should be enough.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. I'll go mix the ingredients. Hey, Kakuku? Dude? Less chat, more help?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Whew. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, sacred flame crystal. Forged by the will of many. Please, work your wonders and drive this sickness away.
Wow. Wow.
Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, our parting is their reunion. Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. But now that you're all fixed up, he could be at peace. His final wish was to be reunited with his bro. And he's done that. We should be happy for him. Thanks a ton, everyone. With your help, I've been able to do what my ancestor could not. Not only did we save this little Saurian from his torment, we also made a historic contribution to the study of phlogiston. As a physician, I'm honestly feeling touched and overwhelmed.
Well said. Then without further, from my perspective though, this competition had another meaning. Throughout the event, even without the threat of the abyss, we're still as close. So, in keeping with our traditions, it's
Woohoo!
As it happens, I picked a whole batch of fresh vegetables just yesterday. I'll go get the—
Leave the meat to me.
And don't you dare skimp on it, Kanich.
Oh.
I'll go gather the others. Many
Pues
hands
pa'
make
kusa.
light work.
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight! Paimon's ready for a feast and a half.
А, сюда. Я не помню, как она сюда. А, ну да. Ё-моё! Видел? Вот так вообще вверху летаю. Парился прям. Полетел.
Fancy a slice of volcano cake? I baked it myself.
Это чё, вкусно?
Ooh, and that so good.
Go ahead. I made this. Sweet cakes help people forget their worries. And I hope everyone could be happy every day. Yep, I'm feeling much, but reading through those old scrolls, I realized that the Six Tribe, I've never experienced anything like that. I love Natland the way it is today. And I love spending time with my friends. As Uncle Pakal once told me, the harder something is to come back. So, I've decided to always do my best to help and make sure my friends are happy. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do that, but I can—
You know what? Paimon just had an idea. That way Paimon will be able to enjoy it.
You really think so? Baking delicious desserts every day and making everyone smile. Thanks, guys. I think I might have found a new goal to work towards.
By the way, Paimon hasn't seen Aoife or that Cuckoosaurus yet. Any idea where they went?
Before the party, I heard he was—
If he doesn't get back soon, all the best foods can— Guess we've got no choice. But
А, ну. А, сюда? Странно. А что там забыли? Не?
Why me?
А, все, понял. Инфа, да.
Yo, Ancestor Man. Guess you're reunited with Antu already? I have a Kukasaur companion too. so I totally get how you must have felt. First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild, being bullied. He barely made it. I gave him some meds, and from then on...
Thanks, bro.
Hey, being on the road with me as a vet was never gonna be an easy gig. He ran a high fever, and I searched. If he hadn't recovered, I know I'd have felt the same guilt you did. Luckily, he managed to pull through, and he even stayed by my side, helping me ever since. So yeah, Kakuku.
Hey, don't mention it, dude.
Your medicine born of guilt, don't sweat it. That way, no one else will ever have to feel the same guilt that you did ever again.
Все, конец. Ну да. Вау. Все, конец. Прикольно. А, не, подожди.
Get back on track.
А, нет, другое место. А, нет, все правильно. А где они? А, ну ладно, все. Все. Следующую игру. А, да, следующую игру увидишь. Пока-пока-пока.
Oh, hello. I'm Auroran from the...